It's time for the Sports Report with your host, Mike Prince. For scores, updates, and highlights, Waller County area, the Sports Report is your one-stop spot. And now let us join in today's program.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is late on a Sunday evening, but with all due purposes, just had to watch the Super Bowl. What a blowout. Absolute throttling that the Seattle Seahawks placed upon the Denver Broncos. In case you hadn't heard, 43-8 was the final score. The Denver Broncos lick their wounds as they'll get back on a jet to go to the Colorado Mountains to lick their wounds. Meanwhile, we have for you tonight interview with interim basketball coach for the Lady Panthers, Ms. Dawn Brown. The Panthers were victorious over the Lady Hornets yesterday by the score 58-47. We have a phone interview with Coach coming up. We're going to tell you about the matchups that the Panthers will have against Alabama A&M tomorrow. And we'll talk about the week ahead. But you got to keep it right here. We'll be right back with the Sunday edition of the Sports Report.
Are you looking for an affordable way to increase your business? Let the Open Mic Broadcast Network lead the way. For a customized, affordable ad campaign, call 832-213-8824.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna let oh my.
This is Usher. I use my music, talent, and friends to power change. I've spent years mentoring youth and have seen how volunteering and service teaches young people the skills they need to become leaders and sets them on the path for success. This is about you. It's about your power. It's about creating change on your terms by volunteering. The truth is, you can do anything. You can read with kids, clean up a park, organize a clothing drive, become a mentor, or support veterans and military families. Just find something that moves you and do it. Go to serve.gov and join me in answering the President's call to service. The needs we face are great, but together we can be the solution. Find your power to serve. Give it more. And go to serve.gov today. This message is brought to you by United We Serve and the Corporation for National and Community Service.
All right, here we go. Welcome back to the Sunday edition of the Sports Report. Mike Prince here with you. As we mentioned at the top of the show, the Seahawks are the NFL champions for the 2013 campaign. Congratulations. Now maybe people can probably put the rest, the painting man in, Mr. Heroic, Mr. Do Everything, Can't Do Nothing Wrong. Okay, it's over and done with. And for those of you who thought Sherman was an idiot, they played right into his hands. He put the focus and took the stress off his team and became Tupac Shakur, said, all eyes on me, and you forgot he plays on a team. He plays on a team. While the people were trying to call him thug, which the question has been asked, is the word thug the replacement for the N-word? Don't know, don't care. Sherman's a champion tonight. So with that being said, guess what? He's the last man laughing. Strong performance by the Seahawks. I've talked about this more than I wanted to because as we say here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network, they got all the coverage. We want to talk about stuff that's important to us, and that is the Prairie View A&M University Panthers. The Panthers were on the road on their Alabama tour, as I would like to call it, and had a split on last night. The women were able to take care of business. They were victorious by the score of 58-47, and the men took one on the chin, losing 76-63. So the way things are set up right now, these teams are going to have to, get back in gear and go and take on Alabama A&M on tomorrow. For tip-off time for the ladies will be at 5:30, and the men will be scheduled to play at 8 p.m. But there's a treat for SWAC basketball fans. This particular game between the Prairie View A&M University Panthers and the Alabama A&M Bulldogs will be televised on ESPNU. It's scheduled to be broadcast at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. That game tomorrow night will be played at 8 p.m. on ESPNU. Now, with that being said, the Lady Panthers had a strong performance on last night. They were 11 of 12 from the free throw line, had strong performances by Miss Shamaya Brooks, Loran Washington, and Alexis Parker, along with the ever so popular Miss Jeanette Jackson. Asha Finch had an outstanding defensive game on last night. We caught up with Coach Dawn Brown by way of phone on last night after the game, and we were able to talk to her about the overall performance of the Lady Panthers and what they have to look ahead for their upcoming event against the Bulldogs. Here is Coach Dawn Brown with her post-game interview after being victorious over the Lady Hornets in Montgomery on last night. Got Coach Dawn Brown, the victorious Coach Dawn Brown. This is becoming a habit, Coach, 4 games in a row, huh?
Yeah, well, we're definitely excited, and I'm proud about tonight's win.
Very good. A good performance tonight on the road. It's always hard to win on the road, but you have to give credit to your defense on tonight. Defense stepped up in a big way on tonight. Wouldn't you think so?
Yes. Well, what we've done in the last week, we've broken down our defense as far as slides is concerned, putting kids in position and allowing them to read offense in different perspectives. So, we've done a good job of breaking things down for our kids. Anytime you can hold a team only to score 47 points, you have to commend your defense for doing a great job. Our press was able to open up some things for us where we could get some good scoring buckets as far as some tips and steals and deflections down there in the stretch. But, like I said before, I'm proud of the young ladies for their performance tonight.
Very good. Now, I'm kind of from the old school, Coach, and I just was taught that defense win championships, and in the case of basketball, defense and free throws win championships. You guys were 11 of 12 from the free throw line, and that's just like lights out.
Well, my mentality with free throws with our team, we spend about 20 minutes a day shooting free throws, is that my mentality is if somebody's going to put us on the free throw line, it is the player's job to make them pay for fouling them. It's not really, being conceited or cocky, but it's more so of being confident. We have to make them pay if they're going to, if they're going to put us on that charity strike.
And that's one thing about it. Everybody likes the oohs and the ahs of the three-pointers, but this game is still played down and dirty in the paint, right?
Yes. Alabama State has one of the best post players in our conference, Quintoria Alford. She only averages 9 points, 10 rebounds a game, but she's had a couple games where she's had 19 rebounds, 16 rebounds, 13 rebounds here and there. And her post presence alone made us do some adjustment in our man-to-man defense. Sending a double team down from the weak side, as well as digging in some on strong side, ball side. So, we had to make some adjustments. Some adjustments, and and once Alabama State kind of got used to what we were doing, we switched back up again, and that's been our bread and butter.
Exactly. Now, you've had a collectively overall good team performance, and you were talking about rebounds and everything, and something that I'm seeing, and I don't know if anybody else is seeing it, but as far as establishing herself as a true post position player in this conference is Shamaya Brooks. She had one of those under the radar type games. She had 5 points, but she had 9 rebounds, and that makes a big difference. Then you have one of the smaller ones out the crew, Miss Parker, she has 8 rebounds. Then you have Miss Washington with 6 rebounds. So you guys are spreading that love around, I like to say, and getting the job done collectively as a team.
Right, Shamaya didn't have a great scoring game for us, but her presence alone, I think she tallied at 2 blocks on tonight. Her presence alone forced them to take some bad shots, running into them, getting some jump ball situations. She's learned now how to block shots and get those rebounds. So, you want her to score some, but, with the way that she's playing defense, with the way she's snagging rebounds, you really can't be upset about that. Alexis Parker had a great game tonight. I told Alexis before the game, I said, Alexis, we're waiting to see that same Alexis who broke out and scored 21 points against Jackson State University. And I told her, I said, you got to be able to step up. If you're contending, she wants to be freshman of the year. That's one of her goals. That's at the top of her list. And in order to do that, she's going to have to make some noise, and she made that noise tonight.
Exactly. 6 of 11 from the field goal. She played a total of 29 minutes. And Jeanette Jackson, always a solid performer. She played another 39 minutes. Now, I was giving her a hard time. I said she kind of wimped out on me. She played like 36 minutes the last game back at the you're letting up on her, Coach? What's the deal with that, man?
No, sometimes you got to give them a quick rest here and there. I have to reward them some with some water. Jeanette was a little frustrated against Mississippi Valley. With her shot, the way her shot wasn't falling. They did a great job as far as defending her, running, face guarding Jeanette some. So, when she kind of gets in a slump, she'll look at me and I'll know to pull and get her a little minute of relief. And that's what I call her. That's what I call her minutes when she has to come out the game. It's just a minute of relief.
just 1 minute.
That's all it is.
Just 1 minute, Coach.
1 minute of relief.
Not even a minute and 2 seconds.
No, it might be 30 seconds, to be honest with you.
That's all right. Now, I'll tell you someone else who played a good, strong performance because of late she had been having foul trouble, and that was Asha Hampton-Finch. She played 34 minutes, made a lot of presence felt on the defensive side, and sometimes you have to be a specialist when you're a defensive specialist. Don't worry about trying to score. Just do your part to help the team win, and she done that tonight.
Right, and Asha, I have to give credit to Asha tonight for holding their post players, Quinnifer Alpha as well as Jasmine Peoples, collectively to 4 points between the two of them. So Asha did a great job defending on the inside in the paint, and once you can stop somebody from scoring, if you're not scoring, you put yourself in a position to be good at the end of the night. So, being the fact that she held her between the two people that she was guarding to only 4 points between the two, you have to be proud of her for doing that.
Exactly. I have on the phone line Coach Don Brown, the head coach of the Lady Panthers basketball team, as they were victorious in Alabama, Montgomery, Alabama, over the Alabama State Lady Hornets 58-47. Well, Coach, you got your bag packed and you're traveling on down the road. You're going a little bit closer toward home with Alabama A&M. They played Texas Southern a little tougher than people anticipated tonight. What do you see as some of the keys for you guys to come back with the sweep?
Well, we're definitely going to have to look at the film against Texas Southern and them. I had a great conversation with the head coach of Texas Southern, Janetta Hayes Perry, and she sent in her warm regards to us coming into hostile territory. The foul count was obviously, based on what she said, was obviously not in their favor tonight. But we can't allow the referees to dictate our style of play. That's one thing that I've let the girls know. Even tonight, we had to come out and jump out early and not allow officiating to dictate, the outcome of the game. At 2 points, two parts of the game, we were up 20 points. But, we worried about calls here and there. We came down and did make some good decisions. So we're going to have to be, we're going to have to make some good decisions going into Alabama A&M. They're led by one of, I think their sisters are. They may even be twins, but,
the Strickland girls, yes.
Right, the Strickland sisters, right, and one of them is averaging right there at 13, 14 points a game. So, we just have to defend. I tell the girls all the time, it's really not about the other team, it's about us. And when we focus on us and when we remember what we work for and what we've trained for, then let the ball fall where it may, and it will fall in your favor if you do right by it.
Well, I'm excited to see the outcome of that matchup between Strickland and Miss Jackson because as people who might not be aware, the SWAC is about your guard play. If you got good guard play, you can make some things happen. You can kind of maneuver without having a big presence in the post. But if you got solid guard play, you can go pretty deep here in this conference.
Right, and you're talking about one post play here and there with solid guard plays, and you're talking about a championship program. So you're absolutely right, Mike. This conference is full of guards, great guards that are capable of scoring 16, 17, 18 points a night, and that's not something that you can easily do. You have teams like Texas Southern, Southern Alcorn, Alabama A&M. You got teams like that have kids. I'm sorry, not discrediting Grambling. You have teams like that have kids averaging over 15 points a game, and you're going to have to come out ready to defend.
All right. Well, Coach, thank you so much. Coach Don Brown of the victorious Lady Panthers. The bus is still smoking, ready to head down to Alabama A&M for Monday night, where the Lady Panthers will try to go for the Alabama sweep. Coach, thank you so much, and we'll talk to you real soon, okay?
Thank you. Have a good one.
And that was Coach Don Brown for the Lady Panthers. The Panthers with their fourth consecutive win. That brings them to fourth place in overall standing of the Southwestern Athletic Conference. They are now behind the Southern Jaguars, who are 8-1, Texas Southern 7-1, and Jackson State at 5-3. And speaking of Texas Southern, you better have those calendars marked for February the 8th, but we can't get past this Monday contest against Alabama A&M. But soon as they're done with that one, the heat will be on for the Texas Southern Tigers. And man, I can't wait for that one to come out. It is always exciting when those two teams get together. We thank Coach Don Brown. We are going to take us a quick break, and we'll be right back with more of the Sunday edition of the Sports Report. My name is Mike Prince, and you're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the official voice of Waller County Athletics.
Imagine a world where bullying isn't considered a normal part of childhood.
A world where I'm not afraid to go to school.
To speak out.
To be myself.
Loser. A world where I'm not afraid to be caught alone.
Come on, punk.
We have the power to stop the bullying. Speak out.
Speak up.
Educate.
Find out what to look for and how you can make a difference at bullying.org.
Bullying is not kids being kids.
It's not about good homes or bad homes.
It's not a normal part of growing up. I shouldn't be afraid to get on the school bus.
To turn on my computer.
Or walk to my locker. Did you know that a bully will stop his or her behavior in 10 seconds when their peers speak up?
Use your voice.
Hey, leave him alone.
We have the power to stop bullying.
Find out more at bullying.org.
Bullying.org.
Where you're not alone.
Where you're not alone.
Where you're not alone.
All right, here we go, man. This thing just happens to go so fast when you're having a good time. We talked to Coach Don Brown and her regards and remarks of the Lady Panthers in their fourth consecutive win. Meanwhile, the men side of the hardwood came up a little bit short. They lost by the score of 76-63 to the Alabama State Hornets. With that loss, the Panthers fall to 4-4 in conference play. They were at a total of sixth place right now in the SWAC standings. As it stands right now, Southern Jaguars in first place, Alabama State, Texas Southern, Alcorn, Alabama A&M, and the Prairie View A&M University Panthers, followed by Jackson State, Mississippi Valley, Arkansas Pine Bluff, and Grambling. Alabama A&M pulled off a huge upset on Saturday as they were victorious over Texas Southern, and so that kind of pulls the Panthers only one game behind the Texas Southern Tigers, forgive me, but they still got to take care of business and do what needs to be done. The Panthers kind of mixed up their lineup. They went with the starting lineup of Briscoe, Adams, Onwukamucha, forgive me, and Montgomery and Scott. They were not able to put things together. There was a big turnaround in that game. The Panthers were up right before half, and there was a 5-point turnaround. Monk with the slam dunk and got called for the technical foul. I guess it was taunting. And with that, there were 2 free throws sunk and then a big three-pointer at the buzzer to give a swing of the lead to the Hornets with 35-34 at the half. And the Hornets really never looked back. So, as we stated earlier, the Panthers will get a chance to right that wrong as they will take on Alabama A&M in Alabama. They'll be playing on ESPN 2. No, I'm sorry, ESPNU is where that game will be played upon, and they'll be able to go and try to get that game back against the Alabama A&M Bulldogs. Both teams will be coming in. Alabama overall record 7-11, and the Panthers are 6-14 at home. Alabama is 3-2, and the Panthers are 2-11 on the road. Panthers will be bringing in a 2-game losing streak, while A&M of Alabama will be having that 1-game winning streak, as we talked about, as they were victorious over Texas Southern. So the Panthers will get a chance to come back and take care of a little business. Hopefully they'll be able to regroup. We're going to regroup. We're going to take us a quick break, come back with a couple of more announcements, and we're going to sign off for today as the Seattle Seahawks were victorious over the hapless Denver Broncos by the score of 43-48. My name is Mike Prince. You're listening to the Sports Report Sunday edition on the Open Mic Broadcast Network, where we're proud to be the voice of Waller County athletics, serving the Hempstead Bobcats, the Waller Bulldogs, the Royal Falcons, and the Prairie View A&M University Panthers. Keep it locked where you got it, and we'll be right back.
Having a child during the teen years comes at a high cost to the young mother, her child, and the community. Only about half of teen moms get their high school diploma. Hispanic and black teen girls are more likely to get pregnant than white teens. Help break the cycle of teen pregnancy. Encourage healthy relationships. Talk about sex, pregnancy, and the potential of dating violence. Sexually active teens need easy, teen-friendly services, including affordable, effective birth control. Encourage teens to avoid situations where they may be pressured to have sex, such as parties where drugs or alcohol are available. Teens who participate in programs that keep them in school and teach life skills, such as pregnancy prevention, make healthier sexual decisions. Over the past 20 years, more and more teens have avoided pregnancy. Still, every day, 1,100 teen girls in the U.S. get pregnant. Learn more at www.cdc.gov/teen pregnancy.
Are you looking for an affordable way to increase your business? Let the Open Mic Broadcast Network lead the way. For a customized, affordable ad campaign, call 832-213-8824.
All right, here we go. Man, it is time to almost pack our bags and get up out of here. Sunday night edition of the Sports Report, where we come to you daily, Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, Saturdays at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, and Sundays at 8 p.m. Now, we're a little bit late tonight because of the Super Bowl. How could you not expect me not to watch the Super Bowl, even though there was not much of the Super Bowl? It was Katie barred the door from the beginning, from the misread of the long snap to cause the first 2 points of the game, and the Seahawks just never really looked back. Congratulations to the Seahawks. Congratulations to my frat brother, Mr. Sherman, mastermind at getting folks off the team and focused on him. If you couldn't read between that one, then something was wrong with you. I've been saying it all week, that Sherman really was taking pressure off of his younger teammates and just putting the focus and the pressure all upon him, understanding and realizing that he has a team backing him up. And it wasn't all about him, as they were trying to promote Mr. Manning. Last man standing was Sherman and the Seahawks. Go Mob, my brother. Happy birthday, Phi Beta Sigma. Wonderful, wonderful year. What we're going to try to do is catch up with the voice of the Tigers from Texas Southern, Larry Chatterbox Hale, to talk to him about the upcoming game between the Prairie View A&M University Panthers and the Texas Southern Tigers. That game is scheduled for February the 8th, and I want to encourage you all to get here early because it is going to be a doozy. I just don't know how you could miss this one, how you would want to even miss this one, because it is going to be something to see. Last time these two teams got together, it was a triple overtime event. Triple overtime where the Panthers went down to Houston trying to pull off the mild upset, as we stated earlier, and they were not able to take care of the Tigers at that point. They lost 87-83. But the Panthers were going to try to get back to their winning ways starting tomorrow night, as they will take on the Alabama A&M Bulldogs, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time on ESPNU. Be sure to check us out tomorrow at 8 a.m. as we'll give you a fresh look on the week ahead. My name is Mike Prince. We want to thank you so much. I want to remind that you can follow us on Twitter at OMBN_radio. Just got an Instagram account too. Follow us at Radio Guy 2261. That's Radio Guy 2261. Be sure to visit our website at ktorradio.com for all the latest and the greatest that's going on throughout Waller County and the surrounding area. We are the station that was designed with you in mind. I want to remind you that we are accepting membership, doing our membership drive right now, and simply for $36 a year, you can help us continue to bring your programming that you've grown accustomed to, not only for Waller County, but throughout the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Go to our website at ktorradio.com, go to the sports section, and you'll see all the information that can help you. For $3 a month, 10 cents a day, you can help us make a difference. I want to thank you so much for joining us on tonight. My name is Mike Prince, and thank you. Congratulations again to the Seahawks. May you have a fantastic Sunday. Wake up and meet us in the morning where we'll start it all over again. Saying love, peace, and happiness. Good night to all, and we'll see you on the other side.
The Sports Report is a production of the Open Mic Broadcast Network, located in Prairie View, Texas. Serving the community through faith and athletics, the Open Mic Broadcast Network is the official voice of Waller County athletics.